Hey, this video is on menstrual cycle, menstrual pain. Now, if you're experiencing this, it isn't nice. No pain is, but menstrual pain, it's every month. You know what I mean? Roughly, depending on how regular your cycle is. Now, the cycle should be every 28 days. And this video isn't just for you ladies out there, this is for guys too. You're gonna have a wife, a sister, a loved one, a mother. Yeah, maybe not, but if you have, or if you're gonna have a friend who's a female, you don't know what they're experiencing, because this is a taboo subject that no one wants to talk about, and we should all be talking and sharing because it's important. It's a natural process, it's something to embrace, it's not disgusting, it's not dirty, it's actually beautiful, and it's cleaning. You know, you're getting a fresh new lining in your womb every month. That's like just washing out the house, cleaning your dishes, you know what I mean? It's just cleaning, and then you're getting a brand new one made. So the quality is going to be based on your nutrition, so how good the quality of that lining is. If you're having a very heavy, thick blood period, this could be because you're having too many substances that you eat, whether it's chemical or food related, that are boosting your estrogen levels. So do some Googling, do some searching how to lower your estrogen naturally, and that will help a lot. Like I said, cutting out certain foods really helps, lowering certain fibers. Research insoluble and soluble fibers. Changing this really helps, especially if you're getting bloating, if you're getting an expanding in your gut, if you're getting like a balloon or like a spiky balloon just in your gut. I'm going to show you some pressure points as well in this video at the end, along with some stretches that can help move the gas along. So don't be afraid if you let some wind out, it's good to get it out. And some stretches that really help, especially if you're getting cramping, like a stabbing, or if you're suddenly getting bent over in one position. Now, back pain, lower back pain is so common. I'm going to show you some techniques you can do to open up that back pain. You can also try a chiropractor. I've seen amazing results from chiropractic care. If you've got nerve interference, if a nerve is under slight bit of pressure, especially to the kidneys, you have what's called the adrenal gland that sits on top of the kidney. This produces all our hormones. This is where estrogen is produced. So when your menstrual cycle happens, you get pain which feels like it's in that sort of kidneys, the bottom of the ribs, the lower back. If you're getting pain around there, it could be that you're having an interference in the nerve. We've all sat on the toilet a little too long at one point and got that numb tingling feeling. That's because the nerve is suppressed. Now, if the nerve is suppressed to an organ like the kidney or the adrenal gland, you're going to get suppressed function. So getting a release of that. And you could just do stretching. Yoga and Pilates are really helpful for this. And like I say, changing your diet, changing your lifestyle, and changing your attitude towards your period. Embrace it, love it, which is extremely hard if it has been bad for a long time. But just change your mind that you're a woman and you're lucky. Yeah, this is great experience. You get into this is going to be a home one day if you want to have children. If you don't, that's up to you, it's your decision. But this is your home. You're making like a nest. You're making something that's gonna create and nurture life within it. How amazing is that? So, like I said, follow along. I'm gonna go cut to some stretches. I'm gonna cut to some pressure points to relieve gas. So let me know in the comments. Subscribe, check my channel for other videos. There's loads of self-care, you might have jaw pain, neck pain, all these different things, hand pain. I've got videos on them too. If you find this effective, you might find these other ones effective. This is all about self-care, self-independence, and some freedom. Yeah, much love, enjoy, and thanks for watching. For the first exercise, we're going to open up the quadricep muscle and stretch the IT band, freeing the hip. Kneel down on your right knee and try and make a right angle with your leg. Bring the left leg forward and make a right angle with that leg. And as you can see, my foot open at the back, so you get a full stretch. Chest pointing forwards, and this shouldn't be too excessive. Also, raise your head slightly back so you're looking slightly up. And you may need a wall or a stick or something to keep yourself stable. What we're going to do is bring that hip forwards. So you flex your glutes and just squeeze, and you'll feel the tension down the quadricep. And you may feel, depending on how tight it is, the tension down the IT band. And you're just going to repeat this repetition 8 to 16 times per side. And just on the last rep, squeeze and hold for 10 to 30 seconds. We're then going to extend this stretch by bringing the arm up and above the hand, nice and slow to keep your balance. And then again, squeeze your glutes and pull back, head facing up, and just feel the stretch extend up to the ribs, and just squeeze and lean. Squeeze and lean. And with this, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth in a nice smooth motion. And you should feel this all the way down from the leg, from the knee, all the way up to the ribs. You can lean forwards to take the pressure off for a second and then repeat this motion again. You can also put your knee on a rolled up towel, a yoga block, or just a yoga mat. A soft surface does make this more comfortable. And like I said, you may need to use something to balance. If you're having problems in this area, you may find that the muscles in your hip are hard to stabilize. And you would repeat this motion on both sides to create balance, and you may find one side more tight than the other. Prioritize that side and do extra stretching, extra motions on that side. For the second part of this exercise, you're going to have the same position for your legs, creating a right angle with both of them, and we're going to extend the stretch by reaching around your head with your arm. So the knee is down, reach that same arm up over your head and look out to the side. Also put your other hand behind your back and you're going to just bend to the side. You may need to look into a mirror to help, or even record yourself to see your posture and see it improve through time as you get better at this exercise. This will really stretch the IT band as well as stretch all the muscles that connect from the ribs to the hip. And you will repeat this for 8 to 10 times. Once you have better balance, you can extend your arm up to the sky and reach over the top of your head. And again, you will feel this stretch. It's very, very opening. Always remember when you finish to stand nice and slow and smoothly, also when you start the exercise. For the next move, this is going to be an even bigger stretch, really opening the hips, really stretching out the groin and the tendon that goes between the leg to the lower back. This takes a lot of pressure off the lower back and the groin and really stretches out that cramping muscle. So again, you want to push your chest out, head back, and we're going to just bring your chest slowly down to your knee. Now you go as far as you can, you don't need to go all the way down if you can't, but just push up through your chest. Remember, don't let your neck sink into your shoulders at the top position, and your foot back, foot open. As you can see, my foot is fully open, and the knee is between the arms. In a second I will change to a front view so you can see what this looks like. And we're opening up the hips. Remember to look forwards and smile and enjoy the fact that you're taking care of your body. This should be an enjoyable, relieving stretch, and you should feel an opening in the hips. Now you can hold this position for 30 seconds or you can do it in multiple reps. Now we're going to extend the arm out in front and look slightly to the left. This opens up the ribs and the hip. And you can just hold this for a few seconds and then push up, down and up. Always remembering to breathe smoothly, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just feeling the stretch as you go along. This should cause a lot of relief in the tension. If you can repeat this as well multiple times during the month, this will really help with the cramping during your period. Alright, from the front view we're going to do the exercise again. And as you can see, safely down. And we bring the foot back and then we bring the knee in front between the hands with the foot slightly to the side, if you can see, in line with the other hip. Then we bring the foot back and to the center of the body. And we bend forwards and up, breathing in as we come up, breathing out as we go down. Breathing in as we come up and breathing out as we go down. And as you can see in the top motion, the head is pushed up, the neck is extended, and then we will show what it looks like with the arm reached out in front. As you can see, slight twist of the head to the side and just a slight bend down. This is a very big stretch. You should really feel the tension and tightness in the side of your ribs and your hips and all the way down the leg. You can extend this stretch if you're flexible, or if you've done this for a while, and just go slightly more to the side with your hands. And you will feel this stretch even deeper, even more. Now I hope this stretch has helped you and relieved some tension, some pain. Remember to do this as often as possible. If you can do this 10 minutes in the morning, you'll really notice. Right, I hope that was good for you. I hope you got some relief. It may not be instant, but in some cases if you're going through a cramp, doing this exercise while it's happening will give you some relief. Will take that pressure off. But repeat this through the month. come back, watch the video again, memorize the movements, memorize them, so when you're in a lot of pain and you can't get to your phone or to the internet or to look at a video even, that you just know through your own memory how to get into the right position to relieve yourself from pain. And like I said, and diet's not instant. The diet has to be consistent for a period of time. So for at least 1 month up to your cycle, from the beginning when you start to the end, you need to change your diet, and this will really help. Like I said, minimal carbohydrates. Bring your carbohydrates down, even good carbs. Bring them down a bit. Try and stop eating a lot of carbs after 6 p.m. or 4 hours, 5 hours before you go to sleep, depending that you might be working night shift. So, but 4 or 5 hours before you sleep, limit all your carbohydrates. Because the carbohydrates, the sugar, it takes a lot of minerals to process. So you end up using your minerals to process the carbohydrates and the sugar. Then when you have the period happening and all the processes that happen there, you haven't got sufficient minerals for all the muscle contractions, and the muscles start to spasm and cramp. So this can be a mineral deficiency. You can also supplement with certain minerals as well, or up if you're eating a bad diet, just up to good quality food, good quality vegetables, greens and leafy greens, these sort of things that hold a lot of dense nutrition. Yeah? As I said, there's supplements out there, spirulina, chlorella, these things hold a lot of magnesium. Magnesium is crucial. But you want to look into magnesium, potassium and calcium, electrolytes. These help with the muscle spasms, the muscle contractions. I often make for my loved one a little drink with some potassium, a little bit of calcium and a little bit of Epsom salts, because that has high magnesium in it. A little bit of that and a spoon of honey and warm water while she's having extreme cramps. Within 10-15 minutes she feels the difference, she feels the ease. We also do stretches and we do some pressure points, acupressure points on the gut that help also take out cramping and bloating. And like I said, hers has improved amazingly over the last years, so that's why I'm so happy to share this information with you. I'm going to cut to now some videos on where you compress, what you can do. And this isn't just for you ladies out there, this is for guys too. You're going to have a loved one, you're going to have a wife, you're going to have a sister, you're going to have a friend, mother, and they might not talk to you about their pains, but if they disappear for a few days, a month, or they get a little bit groggy, or they just change a little bit, they might not be having a comfortable period. Talk to them. It's not something to hide, it's not something to be shameful. If they don't like talking about it, just ask them why. So you want to know them a little bit more. It's something they go through every month. So get to know them, get to know their period. Do some research, go online, find out about periods. Same for females out there. Know your period, know what's happening, learn about estrogen, learn about progesterone. Learn about the process. It's maybe every 28 days. Any questions, drop them in the comment box. Like the video if it helped. Subscribe if you want to motivate me, and I'll put out some more videos. Alright, let's get to the exercises and the acupressure points. Much love. Enjoy. For an easier demonstration, I am doing this standing, but I recommend doing this laying down. First we're going to work on a part of the body between the groin and the belly button. So find your belly button and draw a line diagonally down to the belly. It's roughly where the appendix is, and you're going to use 2 fingers and you're going to push in, and as you push in you're going to pull out to the side, and this shouldn't be too hard. You might find this quite sensitive, so it should be, if a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being excruciating, this should be about a 5. So you pull in and you just hold it for 10 seconds. Yeah, you may want to then slowly increase, hold for 15 seconds, 20 seconds. After you've done this, you're going to use your whole hand and you're going to rub in a circular motion. And you'll be going rubbing down and up in the same area between the belly button and the groin. And just breathe big deep breaths, and as you breathe, feel your stomach expand and go in. For the next bit, find the spot just where your stomach and spleen is, under your ribs slightly to the left, and as you breathe in, we're going to be pushing down. So breathe in and then push down and breathe out. Breathe in, push down and breathe out, and really try and push your ribs up as high as you can. So breathe in and then push down. Again, not a hard pressure. And as you breathe out, push down. In between each exercise, take a nice deep breath. Now we're going to apply pressure in 2 places at the same time. So down your leg on the inside. You may find this area slightly sensitive, so push in and hold. And then find your belly button and then slightly 1 inch to the side, just push in
and push both these spots gently. Again, this shouldn't be excessive pressure, this shouldn't be painful. And just breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. On the side of your hip, roughly where you feel the top of the bone, just an inch down, you will find again another quite tender spot, and you're going to use your thumb and you're going to just push in and you're going to do circular motions. And again, not too hard, and just rub that for 30 seconds. If you bend your knees and slowly bend up and down, you'll find this will help relieve the tension. And just rub circles, and again, remember to breathe as you do this exercise. You can do both sides at the same time. Now follow the line of your groin and use 2 thumbs at the same time to the front, and you'll find 2 sensitive muscles. And what you do is just bend your knees slightly and push your thumbs in, and again, rotational motions, and just massage that area. And just breathe, always breathe while you're doing these. And just push in a little bit and then up and down, and just feel the tension in the muscles. A slight bounce in your knees will help this muscle flex, help create more of a flow.
Right, I hope them stretches were easy to follow. As I said, watch the video through a couple of times, take notes, write it down, anything you can do to memorize these exercises. If you found that these symptoms you have, you might have to do this for the whole month. It might only give you a subtle release, but if it's just changing it, that is a great sign. Change is good. So even if it takes you a year to get rid of your period of pain, that's great. Some people think this is something that's just lifelong terminal and they're always going to have it. And they expect it to be that way. They expect a period to be painful because it's always been painful. But it's not the case. There's people out there that don't experience any pain during their period. So it's about balance and bringing harmony back to your body. Embrace your period. Love it. It's a great thing. And as I said, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself, and let me know how these helped. And yeah, drop a comment. Check out my other videos as well on the menstrual cycle. Maybe there's something there that can give you a bit more help. Much love. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos, check out my channel. Subscribe if you like the content and keep me motivated. Like if this video is helpful. And have a great day, whoever you are, wherever you are. Much love to you.